ahead. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 7th, going to the 13th of November. Don't judge the baby hairs, all right? I have to say that to the Leos because we know what you like with the hair. Anyways, let's go straight into reading and see what's going on for you guys, okay? All right. The Leo. Whoa. I'm getting like okay, I'll speak to you about it in just a sec. I don't know if any of you got ghosted. Yeah, like not that you got ghosted, but I feel like something really disappointed you. Like something was like, oh, this is new, this is great. Like this could be someone could have given you a gift, or like something you could have been really vibing with somebody, or something really looked like there was like mutual things involved. It felt new, you felt new, like something boosted within you when this opportunity came up or this person came up. Then all of a sudden, like boom, there could have been a separation. Something could have just happened. This could have been a misunderstanding. This could have just been like, I kind of get that maybe we misinterpreted something, or maybe someone wasn't very clear. Maybe someone maybe didn't give the full picture. Like I just kind of get this energy here of we start off like, wow, all of a sudden we're just like, everyone's the same. Like this keeps happening to me. Spirit is saying there is something we can't control what other people do. And I think this is something that we need to understand here, Leo, is that we can't do anything about what other people do, or whether people are going to let us down, or whether people are going to do anything, whether they're going to lift us up, whether we can, depend on them fully. We never know. Really, at the end of the day, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, Leo, and say that you will know. The thing is, we have to learn to navigate ourselves better, like to understand that we don't need to know, because what we need to know is that if they do, we're going to hope that they don't, but even if they do, we can deal with it in a good way because we understand our worth. And I think last time, Leah, I think it was you last time that I spoke to about this, about making sure that your worth or like your happiness isn't reliant on other people. If it wasn't you last week, I said that too, and this is totally new, then I'm going to say it anyways, because this is a message for you guys, is to not rely on external things to be the only source of happiness that you have. It kind of is about sitting in your own energy and understanding the work that we need to do within ourselves here. And I think we have to walk away from something that has just recently let us down. This may mean that it may be coming back again. Here we have forgiveness. Here we go, which is what we have coming through. We have loneliness here as well, which, Leo, we do have kind of showing up in your reading here with the orphan card. It's abandonment issues. It's feeling like we're not good enough deep down. Like, as you can see, look, she even has a wedding dress on, which is where I'm saying like something really good felt like it was going to happen. This was it. This was the person, or this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and it ended up not being what we thought it was, or not ending up the way it was. Having to forgive ourselves. We're having to forgive the situation. Again, I always say when the forgiveness card comes in, it's never about giving someone the pass of what they did to you, especially if they hurt you or let you down, or misled you, whatever they did, whether it's intentional or not. It's more of a case of so that we can remove any resentment that we feel. As you can see, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. This is about removing blame. If they didn't do this, I would be happy. If they didn't do that, I would be fine. If they didn't do this, I would be, It's about understanding, like, damn, what I went through was not easy. This situation was not easy. Someone really did a number on me. It's about accepting things. You don't have to lie and say, it's a good thing. No, this hurt you, clearly. This brought up some triggers, clearly. It's made you disappointed, clearly. That's the truth. But the truth is also the fact that there are some things that we need to deal with, that we need to sort out within the situation. The Clean It Up card speaks of something that we can do within ourselves. As you can see, it's a stag energy, it's independent energy. This is about taking the lead. This is actually going from Okay, there's a storyline here. So we go from exchanging gifts, which is where we have this mutual energy, like something came up, it was a surprise, this felt really interesting, this was very alluring, like it felt really kind of like what are you doing here? What is this? Like this is amazing. And I think the excitement of this was what really drawn you towards this here. Then we have new life, and I feel like this happened after this exchanging gifts, like this is incredible, this is amazing, I feel on top of the world, like this is my new beginning, this is my shot at it, like my life, everything, it kind of just felt amazing. But up on that same podium here, some of you could have been like embarrassed in the public eye, or again, it could be a lot of people knew about this and now they know about this too. Like there's some embarrassment here in some people, like some like really deep sadness. Yeah, that email, I don't know if you heard it, but it went off in the background. Now we feel ashamed, Leo, or we feel kind of like orphaned, neglected, abandoned, upset, being destroyed. Now we feel like because we felt this person was like our happiness, now we feel like they took that from us. Or the situation, Then we have clean it up. So we seem to find strength in this. And Leo, you are the lion. This situation has taught you how to find your own strength. And it feels like it's the darkness that taught you that. The darkness is what teaches you the most, which is really interesting. And it has a lot to do with your power internally. Like I'm kind of feeling like now like a lotus flower, something beautiful comes from something that you would never expect to come from your situation like that, It comes out from the mud, it comes out from really, warmth, like energy. So I feel like there was like false strength, false hope in the past, false happiness. I mean, it was happiness, let's be honest, but it wasn't coming from like internally from a powerful place. It was reliant on something else outside of yourself to make you feel that way. Now that you're doing something by yourself, or having to do something like the clean it up card is not easy, by the way. Let's just be very honest. Who actually wants to clean things up that came from a difficult place when you have no energy already? When you don't really feel like doing it, But this is what really shows your character, Leo. Having to deal with something. Some of you have had to like deal with something that wasn't even yours to deal with. Having to clean up someone else's stuff, what someone else did. It's like we could sit here and dwell about it and feel personally attacked by it, take it personally, feel like put our identity to it. I'm not lovable, or I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not worthy. Those are all lies. What the truth is how you handle the situation. And the clean it up card is again about responsibilities. And what we are responsible for is ourselves. You might not feel like relying on people anymore. So this is where, like, sometimes this happens, Leo, where sometimes we, really put our faith in something or someone else outside of ourselves, and we get really, destroyed with that we understand that the only person we really can 110% trust is ourselves. And it doesn't mean to block yourself away from others. I think there's power in people, of course. We also never know. So it's about some things we are responsible for ourselves. We shouldn't rely on other people for our emotions, shouldn't rely on people for our happiness. And we learn a valuable lesson with this, by the way. It can be devastating. You have time to go. So there is a lesson involved here. This may be very difficult for you to do. All right. But this leads to the poised energy. You learn to become more present. You learn to become more in your energy. Poised is also a card of get ready. Something good is happening. Doors start to open for you. And I feel like this is where true success really does come from here. You had a glimpse of that. Leo, I'm seeing that you're getting a glimpse. You got a glimpse of the kind of success that you want. Then you got let down. But now it's coming back up again, but you're doing it the hard way. You're doing it by yourself. And this will be long lasting, by the way. It's like Saturn energy, right? Saturn energy is all about having to deal with really hard stuff, but you get long-term rewards from it. So your hard work pays off. All right, current energy for Leo. The Hierophant. This could be about relationships or commitments of some kind. This could be work related too, to be honest with you. Let's clarify this. Current energy for Leo. Oof. It could be dealing with a Taurus here. Now, I'm actually kind of feeling like this is just a conflicting period before the success. It feels like something is blocking you, but it actually is some sort of conflict here. It could again be people or competition. People are always in competition with you. Maybe this is why we feel a little bit like we wasn't picked or we wasn't chosen here. People are always trying to get involved in something you're in and maybe do kind of ruin things for you. The Five of Wands, actually, it's really interesting to come up here because you're showing up as the King of Wands. Yes, with the Moon card though, so you are in your feels, you are in your emotions. There is some deep stuff to deal with. Just be careful of self-delusion, by the way, and telling ourselves something that's not true, such as no one loves me, never be loved, like those things. Yeah, that's not true. You're an amazing person, Leo. You have to understand that within yourself first, though, because not everyone's going to love you, not everyone's going to hate you either. But if you fixate on only one, because that's the story you tell yourself, then of course that's what you're going to see the most of, no? Oh, yeah, your readings have been deep, Leo, recently. However, we start to tell ourselves what we really feel about ourselves or change the way that you feel about yourself, then you actually start to see a lot of a difference. And the fact that there are people around you who will love and support you here, who you can have a very divine, destined connection with. Because Ten of Cups and the Hierophant is like happily ever after, by the way. You know, which is kind of like, you might be dealing with a lot of immature energy. And it feels like this lower energy, because it is below you, I'm not going to lie, this is lower. We can't engage in this stuff, by the way. Make sure we're not engaging in conflict or with people who are immature here or who are into drama and gossip and stuff like that. This could have been a friendship here, Leo, that once lifted you up and then brought you back down again. I feel like this could be again where you might be like isolating yourself a little bit, or maybe you were rejected from a certain group or something. Like, I'm just getting this energy. But again, their opinion of you has nothing to do with who you actually are. It's not your identity. Anyways, but we have the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant, so I'm actually seeing a very divine connection coming through, but it does feel blocked by something. Three of Pentacles here. Maybe there's still some work to do first. Yeah, we have internal work coming through the High Priestess. And again, kind of not engaging in something. That's what it feels like. It feels like there's like opinions here again on your work or on what you're building. Maybe you have, you know, maybe you were really excited about something, but you let other people's opinions talk you out of it. Could be a relationship. Could be your own mind here that plays games with you and stopping you from actually seeing the potential of something. For some of you, you were chasing someone else's dream here. And that's why we were a bit blocked, because something wasn't right. Something just wasn't quite right with what was being built, which is why it comes crumbling down. But you do, again, I see marriage in your future, unless you're married already, in which case there definitely will be some happiness and maybe some children in this too. I'm seeing 2 children. Some of you could definitely have twins if it runs in your family, or like clarifying King of Wands and the Moon. Your energy is the Ace of Cups. We're learning self-love and peace, self-peace. Finding peace and love within yourself first, healing that before you then go out into the world to do something here. Because, yeah, there's some inner pain that has not been healed yet. some heartbreak, some pain is coming from. This is an energy of protecting yourself. Queen of Swords knows what it's like to go through the Three of Swords. Let's just say that. My apologies. Hello. No, doesn't want to focus, probably. It's like the Queen of Swords doesn't want to talk about it. We have Virgo energy coming through here with, again, Empress energy. When you reflect on this and really look at this from a higher perspective, you're an old soul, Leo. You understand. Looking at this can actually bring some hope into a situation because you'll start to see that you're not broken, Leo. Nothing's wrong with you. You've just been through something very troubling. You've been through painful experiences. This has blocked you from seeing your true potential and loving yourself enough to understand that you're worthy with or without somebody to validate that. Empress and Nine of Pentacles is completely independent energy. This is not needing anything but yourself and what you're doing. You have a very loving, nurturing energy that you're willing to give so freely to others, but you're now learning how to give that to yourself. Build this abundance because you are getting a lot of abundance in your finances. All right. Maybe in your attraction and attention towards you, but not everyone deserves your energy. The Nine of Pentacles is like very independent energy again. So building yourself up. Hierophant, Ten of Cups is being clarified by the two. So I do see a divine connection coming through for you. This is very mutual energy. Could be coming from an earth sign. It's going to make you super happy, Leo. Or a lot of you are really finding yourself at this time. Look, it is. The Hanged Man, feeling stuck, but wanting freedom. Oof. This is interesting because I feel like this is where we have to balance the energy. Maybe you feel like your freedom's been taken from you. Something's been taken from you. We're having to see it from a different perspective. Now, the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, which is also an energy of enlightenment, philosophies, beliefs. Could be deepening your spirituality, and this is why you've been put in a situation, is to deepen your connection to source, to the universe, to yourself. Could be learning new things in this time period that you feel stuck. The advice for the Hanged Man is saying that sometimes we can't move, but this is a perfect time to still explore whatever you can. Yeah, and then in due time, the Wheel of Fortune here, you move forward into calmer waters, and it's a slow and steady process. All right. Yeah, look at this. Nine of Swords is coming through. Sleepless nights, worries, doubts is coming through because maybe we're rejecting something, resisting some sort of change or new beginning. But first, it's because we have to accept an ending here. Hello. Gonna focus. There we go. We have to leave something behind, okay? Regardless of whether we want it to come back or not. Love is here. It's a choice. You can either choose to repeat something or choose to walk away. All right? If you really want that goal, we have to remove whatever's blocking it. If it's a situation that seems to not ever lift off the ground, or again, if it's a situation that keeps going round and round, or if we're choosing conflict, or if we're choosing low vibe energy, or whatever it is, we're not going to heal ourselves. We have celebration, fun, and enjoyment coming through with tankard here. Tankard, whatever. Leo? Yeah, we have flu, like disappointment in a friend or a lover here. Or like something died out again. Again, this is interesting because, I mean, this person could have given you flowers here, but it's almost like what was once something like, oh, amazing, like with the exchanging gifts. It's now died out. It was very short term, or again, it was very disappointing here. But we have both. You're highly thought of here. So regardless of what other people think, you are still an incredible person. We have don't be tempted to lower your standards here. The flag. Don't be accepting anyone back again. I did say that in the beginning. We have advice from a friend. That'll be me. Just kidding. With the dog. Maybe this is an aggressive person here with a ram. Stubborn, aggressive person. We have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. This is about choosing to no longer go in a loop, not just allowing it to happen. Oh, they came back. Yeah, but you chose to be with them. That's like just allowing it to happen. Instead, you have a choice of what you're going to accept, especially what you will allow to affect you as well, because we do have this loneliness energy and feeling like your worth is tied to someone's opinion of you or to something. It could even just be like a certain, if you don't get accepted for a specific job role, then you may feel like you're not ever deserving of it, or you're just not meant for that. No, if you want that, then that's what you should continue to go for. But one company's expectations or opinion of you is not another company's expectations or opinion of you, you know? It's kind of like that. All right, my lovelies, I wish you all the best, Leo. Personal readings, I'll link down below if you would like one. For the time being, I will see you guys next time, okay?